The fun is figuring out where I'm putting you guys. I should always think about this before I do. I'm charging right now. Alright, so we're gonna see if this works. Maybe. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to show up. A couple things organized here. Oof. I need to see. I need to straighten my back. I can feel it. I have problems with my hands. They stem from my back. I know this because when I straighten my back, the problems lessen or cease. A lot of things are connected, you know. This is what we're going to be talking about. All the connections. I specifically today, though, want to talk about the Coexist Collective. And if you don't know what the Coexist Collective is, it's okay. I talk about it sometimes, but I need to bring it to life, like a whoa, right? The Coexist Collective is the seed that I will be using to grow Eco Expressions Healing Art Center, which is this ginormous community, global change of living, changing the community through landscape and expression. But let's go back to the Coexist Collective. The Coexist Collective is a community of environmentalist and spiritual trust. I don't want to create a cult. I don't want to create a religion. I want to create a community of people who are working for the same thing. Eco-friendly, thriving with art and healing, and working within the community and healing the community, and the community in which I want to actively heal. My 10-year plan, at least, is right here in Norwich. This is the community that grew me exponentially as an artist. I learned so much here. And then I left, and then I came back. And I came back to a very different place. And the place that I came back to needs help. It really does. If you don't like Norwich, well, that's not my problem. I love Norwich. It's quirky. It's like the middle of everything. It's historic. There are so many amazing places around here. And it's really sad that when I drive around, I see so many businesses that are closing. And I see so much unkept things. And it's sad. And so what the Coexist Collective aims to do is, I'm going to be buying this property that I live on. That just has to happen. The spiritual activity on this property has amped its game up since it's been on the market, and it's mad. It's mad that I haven't used the ideas that it has given me to create the community that I want. So I have to. It's like not even a choice. And that's okay. Like I said, not everybody wants my job. What's amazing about this property is it has a commercial space attached to it. And what I want to do with this space is you start unifying the community in different ways. Now, the commercial space it's connected to a bus stop that a lot of people use, and I would love a lot more people to use. Right now, it's a satellite station, and nobody goes there. I don't really know I haven't seen the inside yet. I do have to go take a peek. But it's great for just an information center. I want to create a really fun bus stop with an informational center attached to it. I want to connect to the community where the community needs it. And the people that are riding the bus are the people that need it. If you're riding the bus, there are socioeconomic boundaries that you need to overcome. And I want to use that space to help people do that. I want to turn it into a community bulletin board. I want to turn it into a space that sells artisan wares created by the artists of the Coexist Collective. On this property, I want to have a community closet. I want to have workshops. I want to bring community together together. And if it's right on the bus line, anybody can get here. Right? Right. It's going to be great. I'm going to have to put together a 10-year plan because I definitely need a 10-year plan. And it's going to be a little while before I even gather the funds. And you're like, how are you going to do that? Because honestly, I need a good $500,000 to start this adventure the right way. And you're like, oh, man, that's a lot of money. And you know what? It is. But it's not. And how am I going to get it? I'm going to find the investors that I need. The investors that are not looking for the cash payback. Because there are people out there that want to make a difference in the world, and they have a lot of dollars, but they don't have the ideas. And there are people out there like me who have no dollars and are resourceful AF, and I can make things happen. So that's where I'm a connector. Y'all know I am. I connect the people, the places, and the things. At any given point in time, any one of you can message me and say, hey, I have this problem, or I need this resource, or I have this question. And if I don't have the answer to that question, there is a 99% chance that I can find you the answer to that person that will give you the answer to that question. That's just what I do. That's my magical power. The Coexist Collective puts all that power into one place. And that in that place is the community that I want to build. So why wouldn't I want to do that? Right? Right. I mean, it really is. This really is an amazing space. It gives us everything we need. Everything. And it's in a great location. And it's going to take a little while. But I mean, all things take time. All the things, I mean, I've been transcribing and making notes of all the things that this house has been telling me for the past 2 years. All in notebooks. Now I just got to get it down on paper. That's the accountability part. And that's the part that I've struggled with. And I most recently listened to this interesting podcast about how we manifest the feeling of feeling stuck and what that really means. And what that really means is I'm not really feeling stuck. I felt a little stuck, but I wasn't really stuck. I just needed to be still for a little while. Because in being still, we find the answers. Anybody that talks about meditation will tell you that. In being still, we find the answers. So for the past couple of years, I've sort of been still. And that's been a good thing. Because in being still, I've been able to observe. I've been able to assess. I've been able to come up with ideas. And as any good business person knows, you want to be able to see so much of your vision before you start like throwing it out to people, right? And I mean, it's taken a good 2 years to really see the vision of this place. And like I said, the ghosts are mad that it's being shown and the activity has increased. So I have to start listening to that too. So the Coexist Collective, this collection of amazing things and amazing people, and I'm watching. So the murder scouts are out. I can see them, and I tossed a little bit out earlier, but I'm waiting for them to get closer. It's not quite time for them to come over. Yeah. Whoops, I got off track for a second. Sorry, but I saw them. Yeah, the Coexist Collective has been something that's been percolating for the past couple of years. So it's really important that I put it out there because it's been giving me, this property's been giving me the ideas for years. And it's time for real. It's like time. It's overdue, actually. But I needed to be ready. I needed to feel like I was ready. And I think getting with the job with the city has permitted me the internal, at least, supports and validation I think maybe I needed inside of me to say, yeah, I'm supposed to be staying here and making a difference, because there are times that over this past couple years that we have entertained the idea of moving again and not staying here, and I don't like that idea. I like Connecticut. I don't really want to go any more north. If I do, it's just to develop more communities, to be quite honest. It'll be to expand, it'll be to grow, but it won't be to live, because ultimately what Eco Expressions will provide is multiple opportunities and communities for traveling throughout the United States and actually globally, because this is actually a global concept and objective that we're doing here, that we're talking about. And I've been talking about this global change for some time. It's not foreign to anybody in this circle. So yeah. A conscious change, conscious efforts. It really is just about being aware, and we can't do these things when we're divided. And unfortunately, we are purposefully being divided at this time from even our communities and our families through technology and advertising and the things that they think that we need. And it's sad, and I miss my friends, and I know this pandemic hasn't helped. It's actually just been terrible in a lot of ways for a lot of people. However, it has actually been very transformative for me, and for that I am grateful, for sure. But the Coexist Collective, she's gonna live. Yes, she is, sirree. She grew here. She has planted her seed. And now we gotta really root her in. And the team is out there. It is not the team that I thought I had in the beginning, but sometimes that happens as we fly through the years, and that's just what happens sometimes. So I am getting to the end here of my wash part, and we're gonna start rinsing, so that's where I'm gonna be turning you off. Mondays are sort of, Mondays are more clean days, domestic duty days, errand days. I have to run out and get a few things later, but other than that, and set up talks with my new boss. I think I'm talking with my new boss today, and that makes me excited, because I'm really excited to start this new position. I'm not going to do it in onesies, guys, but I definitely am going to need some serious accessories. Maybe some new clothes. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to end it here because my sink is full. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Talk to me what you think about the Coexist Collective. Do you want to be involved? What do you want to see? Do you live in Norwich? Do you think it'll help? What do you see for our future? Tell me. Talk to you soon. Have a magical day.